for the Jesse T Show. www.jessetorrero.com. That's where you come to us and enter the zone. The world according to Torrero. The Jesse T Show. Every night of the week from 6 to whenever I decide to stop. Usually it's a half hour, unless we're out in the town doing a remote with Dan the Man, like we're going to be out at the Chinese Theater tomorrow night, live right here on the Jesse T Show. Órale pues, love my Latinos. 36, 24, 36, Latinas. Ay, ay, ay. Woohoo. Feliz Navidad. The Jesse T Show, brought to you by Win 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 Real Estate and Loan Firm. If you want to get a cool house, a house at a great price, all over Southern California in the 5-county region, contact them at 1-800-684-8699. That's Win 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 Real Estate and Loan. The best no money down deals in town. Low money down, low interest rates, and hard money loans, baby. Brought to you by the network, the Tapestry Network, a nonprofit that funds the Coalition Against Human Trafficking, and of course, yours truly, Jesse T, the Hunter, hunting down the bad guys at the Coalition of Human Trafficking, and we're starting back up with a whole different angle to catch the bad guys, the evil ones. Go to our website at facebook.com/the Coalition Against Human Trafficking, and thanking Project Tapestry Network for funding our organization. Music by Martin the Bomb, baby, right here. The Jesse T Show, live in person, putting you straight on the point at www.jessetorrero.com. We're live. Thank you very much. Woo! I like that musical introduction there, man. That had me rolling. That got the juices rolling on a cold, wintry night here in Southern California. It's cold. I don't know where you're at, but I'm freezing. Man, I'm freezing all day long. I have that long coat on and that beanie bonnet. You know, I used to call it the beaner bonnet. Yeah, man, I had that thing down, man. I'm freezing cold. Yeah, but feeling good, though. Feeling real good all over Los Angeles today, conducting some business. And good to have you along with me, Jesse T. Hope you have a nice evening and you're doing your Christmas shopping. The wonderful thing about us, you can take us anywhere you want to go. That's right. We'll be with you there, and we'll be with you over there, and we'll be with you up there and down there and everywhere, because we're on the air and everywhere. The Brown Beauty is back on duty, and we're going to have some fun today because it's getting close to Christmas. Let me look at the calendar date here. What is it, the 17th already? I better mark off the 16th on the December calendar, otherwise I forget where I'm at. It's the 17th, Tuesday in Southern California. Did I get that right? I know you'll let me know. Saying hi to Barbara Matera, who has us on. Thanks a lot, Barbara. Oh, yeah, Barbara. Merry Christmas. Linda Callis, Fedig. Hey, Linda, how you doing? Merry Christmas. I don't believe in happy holidays. I believe in Merry Christmas. That's what I believe in. I'll wave back at you guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. You know, we're at KTNT Radio and TV Network across our social TV media network on Radio Live, on Radio Online, and TV downline. Thanks a lot for taking our feed, everybody. We appreciate that very much. And we're back up and rolling here at the end of the year. Got some great things going to be in store for you next year. And guys, you've got to get on the ball here and go to our site at www.jessetorrero.com and sign up. It's free. Subscribe. Just go about halfway down. Hit the subscribe button. Put your email in and sign up. Victor, come on now. Because if you sign up, we've got some great things in store for you 2020. Trips down to Cabo San Lucas. We got some prize giveaways. We want to have you join us in some of our red carpet premieres and kind of mingle and jingle and tingle with the stars, baby. And we got lots of cool stuff hanging out with Dan, the man, and I as we go about our business. And got some great stuff. We're also be developing a store online so you can buy some terrific Jesse T show merchandise, and that'll be a lot of fun. And of course, part of that's going to go to the Coalition Against Human Trafficking. A big part of that will go to the Coalition Against Human Trafficking because that's a big push in 2020. We're going to arrest some bad guys working with law enforcement. Got a whole program. I talked about it a couple of days ago. You might want to go back. And by the way, all our shows broadcast live, so you get the real deal here. Down and dirty, nitty and gritty. You get it all, man. I don't hide nothing from you guys because that's the way you like it. And if you want to podcast it later on, got over 1,000 podcasts on our YouTube site. So check it out. That's Jesse Torrero, Torrero. Or if you say it in Spanish, it's Torrero. Or if you say it in Italian, it's Torrero. But if you say it in English, it's Torrero. But hey, I always go by Jesse T. It's me, the Brown Beauty, with you on duty tonight on a Tuesday. And we're happy to be here with you. We've got some good things in store for tonight's show. It's going to be quick, fast, and furious, and straight to the point. First, I do want to talk about one thing, and that is this stuff going on with the impeachment stuff. Now, look, I'm an independent conservative, you know. I think with my own brain and look for logic and common sense. And they're both Republicans and Democrats. Man, sometimes they're like bonkers crazy. Well, they're all owned by corporations, banking, insurance, and the global elitists, except Donald Trump. That's why I voted for him, to mix things up. But let's get to the point, man. Did you see that today? They're debating on the rules so that they know how to debate tomorrow. So they're debating on the rules to debate tomorrow so they can get done with the debate. So after the debate, then they can debate whether it's wrong or right. But the rules tonight have to be debated first. And first they got to get debating through that. And once they're done debating that, then they can debate tomorrow and debate some more and debate this. And then they can go back and debate that. And then they can move on after they're debating. And they get a beautiful long vacation for Christmas at $197,000 a year for the congressman and full expenses paid, flying back and forth. They get write-offs for 2 houses. They get the best health insurance, health, teeth, everything after they're debating, because the debating is really cool. I'd just like to see somebody show up looking like Thomas Jefferson or George Washington. Would that be the cool with the white wig and the big buttons and the high boots, man? And oh yeah, would that be cool speaking old English from the 18th century? Oh yeah, let's debate the right way if we're going to debate, since we're debating all the time. Now I'm just puckered tired out of debating, but that's what they're doing. Oh, my goodness. You couldn't write a better silliness that's going on. It's all for moot. Gonna go to the Senate. It's gone. See you later. Let's move on. And that's that. How stupid can these people be? Wasting your money, wasting your time. The Congress has done nothing for you, the American people, for 3 years except debate and whine and cry and yell and scream and stomp and have their little temper tantrums and lie. That's all they've been doing. And the other side of the party's been saying they're saying and arguing and screaming and shouting and pointing the fingers. Oh my gosh. That's why I didn't continued my political career. I was going for the 7th district here in Los Angeles for the city council because I didn't want to get involved in this craziness. I tell you, I would go across the table after people or call them all out at the end of the day to meet me in the parking lot and let's solve this man to man. Yeah, baby, let's exchange some male bodily fluids. That's right. Yeah. Come on. Let's exchange, baby. I just knew I would go crazy and insane. So anyhow, that's what I got to say for that. So I want to get to what I'm going to talk about today since we're getting close to Christmas. I want you guys all to be billionaires and millionaires. But before you become a billionaire, you got to be a millionaire. And so I'm going to kind of teach you one step at a time to become a millionaire, okay? I want to teach you 20 things that millionaires do, okay? There was a great acting coach out of Russia, Konstantin Stanislavski. And before him and the Russian theater, he was a developer of the Russian theater way back when Moses was running along half naked, right? No, not that far ago. I was there with Moses and Noah. Hey, what can I tell you? Anyway, the point is, this guy, Konstantin Stanislavski, what he did is he went to all the finest actors in Russia and Europe at the time, and he asked them questions of how they prepared and what they did for themselves, and he got a concise understanding and consensus, and he wrote several books about the art of acting, okay? And it was the Stanislavski method. And he took the best of everybody, put it together, and that's what he taught then in Russian theater, some of the finest theater the world has ever seen. And that spread across Europe and eventually came to America with all the modern technologies of film and whatnot. And there's a thing called the Stanislavski method. It's from the outside in, not the inside out, how to prepare as an actor. Okay, so you had to learn these baby steps in order to get where you wanted to get. And you had to learn them really well. Otherwise, you didn't get where you wanted to go because you didn't know how to get there because you didn't learn the baby steps first to get going on your journey to where you want to go. So you're not going to get there because you don't know how to start. And he didn't know how to start until Konstantin Stanislavski kind of put this method together, and he was able then to teach great actors in all the theater arts in Russia because he had a plan. He had a chart. He had a journey. He had a technical ability. He had a strategy, right? Okay. And he implemented it, and you followed it, and you became great. Simple and sweet. Well, that's what I'm going to show you right now, how to become a millionaire. There are 20 things that this man did. James Altucher, he's an author, and he interviewed hundreds and hundreds and thousands of millionaires and billionaires to find out what they did that got him to become a millionaire first and then a billionaire. First, get some money in your pocket, pay off your debt, have a great Christmas, take care of your family, your loved ones, yourself, and then move on to making money, more money investing, blah, 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 and then the millions and the billions and whatever, okay? So this is what this guy did, like Konstantin Stanislavski. So I'm going to teach you 20 things since we're going into 2020. I want you to start fresh and new. I want you to be straight on the point because that's what I like to do. I want you guys to become so friggin' wealthy that you at least give me a job cooking you some hot dogs on a Sunday afternoon. Simple, right? Okay. Who else is going to do that for you? All right. Now follow this. Write this down. If you don't, this turns into a podcast. We have over 1,000 podcast videos, all kinds of crazy stuff. Interviews with like Hugh Jackman and Tom Sizemore, and great interview with Jesse Olmos. And did I call him Jesse Olmos? Yeah, okay. I can't believe it. Anyway, we've got all kinds of great stuff. We got Fun with Dan the Man. We got history. We got road tripping. We got hunting for bad guys. We have all kinds of cool stuff. News items, shows, concerts, 1,000 podcasts to choose from. And this will be podcasted up so you can take it there. Okay? But remember, let me know how this works for you, okay? Chime in. Also, go to www.jessetorrero.com, sign up for that free membership. It's real important that you do that because that way then we can touch each other verbally. Oh, yeah, baby. And touch each other visually. Oh, hurt me. Hurt me. Yes. All right, number 1. Learn to say no. 20 habits that will make you a millionaire. Learn to say no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. Like my new toy. When you say no, you have more time to read, learn, sleep, ask questions, contact friends, love life, and just have a better, stressless life. Say no. Don't waste your time with people wasting your time because they're time wasters, and don't waste your time wasting time with time wasters because they're wasting your time. Just say no. Okay. Got it? That's simple. No. No. Number 2, love. 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 Love is what makes the world go round and round, baby. Love. This is the only religion. Think about it. Love is the only religion. That's it. Love. This is the only thing worth surrendering to is love. Love. This is the fuel for your idea muscle. Love. Love what you do. Love one another. Love the world. Love God's blue-green earth. Love your life. Love yourself. Love you. Love a significant other. Love your children. Love your parents. Forgive and love. Let water go under the bridge. Let bygones be bygones. Slip sliding away. Love. Love. It's the only religion. 3. Come on now. We all do this. Make mistakes. Don't worry about it. What they say in New York, forget about it. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Sorry, get out of here. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Mistakes are the spell books of success. Mistakes teach you how to succeed. You must fail to succeed. The greatest failure on God's blue-green earth was Colonel Harlan Sanders. That boy failed so many times. It was unbelievable how that boy failed. Harlan Sanders was the biggest failure of all time. You know who Harlan Sanders is. That's Kentucky Fried Chicken. You don't know the story about Colonel Harlan Sanders? I'm going to tell it to you. I'm going to tell you just how much this guy failed. He is the world's biggest failure. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much this guy failed. But he never gave up. Man, this guy was the worst. Let me tell you just some of the things he failed in, okay? Okay. When he was a kid, at the age of 10, he took his first job at a local farm. When Sanders was 12, his mother remarried and took her children to live with a new husband in the suburbs outside Indianapolis. His relationship with his new stepfather was strained, to say the least. It was horrible. Abusive. The whole 9 yards. Finally, at 13, he came to the head with his father and said, "That's it. I'm going back to Clark County, where the family had lived first." Colonel Sanders had a hard time holding down a job. He scored a job working in a farm in Greenwood, Indiana, earning $10 to $15 a month, plus room and board, feeding animals, and performed odd jobs around this time. Sanders has been balancing his farm work with full-time education and dropped out of school, only completing the 6th grade. He said, algebra drove me off. Over the next 28 years of this guy's life, Sanders would take on incredible numbers of different jobs across the American South. They included a stint in the U.S. Army, which he went to Cuba, and he was thrown out of the Army, as well as working as a streetcar conductor, and he crashed it. A railroad fireman, he got in a fight with his boss and got fired. An insurance salesman, he got in a fight. A secretary, he hated the job. A tire salesman, didn't do it. A ferry operator, a lawyer, practicing without a law degree, he got in trouble. And even a brief stint as a midwife, really, a midwife. Some of his career highlights included getting into a fist fight with his own client during a court case and leaving the ferry business after the construction of a new bridge put him out of work. He left his youth and entered middle age. It became increasingly likely that Sanders would never achieve the success which had hard work demand. Now, this guy made so many mistakes. He failed in everything. Saying hi to my friend Angela Capri. Thanks a lot. Haven't seen you around. His life was filled full of family tragedy. This guy's Harlan Sanders was the worst failure God ever created on the planet Earth. I mean, he was worse than the book of Job in the Bible. This guy, this poor schlep. Man, his family life was terrible, fraught with tragedy. 1908, he married Josephine King, a woman with whom he had 3 children, Margaret, Harlan, and Mildred. His inability to hold down a job soon proved troublesome at home. However, Josephine wound up leaving him anyway for a short time and taking the children with him because his career rose. They were divorced in 1947. Disaster struck again. Harlan Jr. died at age 20 from blood poisoning. Poor Harlan Sanders. I mean, this guy, unbelievable, right? Sanders was afflicted then with Great Depression for a period during his adult life. Frankly, he was going to kill himself. In 1949, he married a woman called Claudia Leddington, who would remain with him until his death in 1980. He was sitting, he was going to take his life. Okay? And then he retired at 67 years old, and he got his first Social Security check. It was $100. He looked at that, and he said, I can't live on $100. So to make ends meet, he began to cook and sell meals for weary travelers who stopped at the station. His food, which usually consisted of pan-fried chicken, ham, string beans, okra, and hot biscuits, garnered him something of a reputation in the region for his skills as a chef. It wasn't glamorous work, but landed Sanders the one thing he never found in his life, and that's friggin' gosh darn success. It was a modest yet satisfying life for the Colonel. A few years later, he took out the gas pumps and set up his first restaurant, which went out of business. So he went on the road selling his chicken. He developed a pressure cooker to keep it moist. And then he went. For over a decade, Sanders' restaurant prospered, and on the road it prospered. And finally, one after another started buying his chicken, opening up restaurants. And then he went back to square one in the 50s, right? He had bad luck again that put his family out of business. The highway that was going by his place, they built a new interstate highway. He lost all his customers. I mean, this poor guy is like, my God, right? So it became clear that he had to go on the road, and he went on the road. And he went on the road. At 67 years old, he went on the road. All right? And he got a mere 4 cents for every chicken that sold at some truck stop or restaurant. 4 cents. Soon his sales were booming. He was serving chicken all over the freaking South with that secret recipe. And then someone invested in him and said, I'm going to stake you some money. And by 1964, he'd franchised over 600 outlets and built a company worth millions of dollars. Okay? And then, he eventually sold that company, Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? For a couple of $1 million. But he kept the rights. And eventually sold out to that company later on in his life for billions. And now they're the second largest food franchise in the world behind McDonald's. They go back and forth. Now that's a guy who made mistakes. Plant some seeds. That's number 4. Basic math. 1% of the seeds turn into 50% of the flowers. So plant lots of seeds. Opportunity is everywhere. Don't get so tunnel visioned. If you're an actor, singer, songwriter, don't get so tunnel visioned. See the opportunity. It flies by you. Opportunity. God presents opportunity to you every single second of your life. When you see it, go for it. Plant those seeds. Okay? Because 50%, only 1% of those seeds planted turns into 50% of the flowers. Plant lots of seeds. Be around people who are kind to you and love you too. Who wants to be around putzes? Who wants to be around mean people? We got enough mean people around us, right? Other people will make you unhappy. Mean people are like negative anchors on your body, man, sinking you down to the Meridian Trench in the Pacific Ocean. Misery begets misery. Misery loves misery. Run away. If they say negative, see ya. Run away as fast as you can, like a dog with your ears back and your tail between your legs. Run away. They're going to make you unhappy. They're going to make you sad. And they're going to make you unsuccessful. They're going to suck you down into the deep abyss of hell that they live in. 6, hey, come on. This is, stand by someone who's smart. Stand next to the smartest person in the room. I don't care what room you go in. I don't care where you're at. You find the smartest person in that room and you go stand by him. Okay? Harold Ramis did it. Bill Murray, Steve Jobs did it. Steve Wozniak did it. Craig Silverstein did it. Larry Page did it. Kanye West did it. Jay-Z did it. They make money only because they stood by and learned from the smartest person in the room. That's only number 6. I got 14 more to go. 20 things that all millionaires do on their way to becoming a billionaire. But first, you got to become a millionaire. I'm going to teach you how. No excuses. Blooming is drowning. Complaining is draining. Explaining is draining. We don't have enough inner plumbing for all that draining and drowning. You know what I'm talking about, Richard Shimura? Donna Kovac, Angela Capri? Quit making excuses. Hey, we all got tough times. What makes you so different than the other 7.5 billion people on the planet Earth? Is that the best you got? Is that the toughest you can make it for me? Come on now. You can't make it worse than that? Please. As long as I can wake up in the morning and take a breath of air and get up on my 2 feet and make it happen, you got a chance. When your heart beats and you open your eyes in the morning, you got a chance to be winning. So don't make any excuses. I make them all the time. I'm just like you. I'm no different. I get depressed. I get bummed out. I start talking negative crap in my head of mine. Right? Sometimes I can't sleep all night long. But you know something? I never quit. Excuses are like elbows and assholes. Everybody has one. Are you going to have one today? Or are you going to get up and get it going, baby? Don't be in a rush. Number 8, slow. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Pull over. Slow down. Let the ambulance go by. Let the fire engine, the police car go by. Slow down. Don't be in a rush. Every night, every overnight success took 10 to 20 to 30 years to get there. But only if they celebrated small successes along the way. Small successes along the way. Let me tell you a story. My first agent in Hollywood, my first adult agent in Hollywood, I was in my early 20s. And it's the first adult agent I had, okay? And there was some time between having a childhood career and an adult career. I didn't have, I wasn't an everyday face and name, but I worked. And then grew up and got away from the business and came back to it later on after college. Okay. But I always was in radio. So, acting wise, my first agent, they call me in. I read for them. They sign me. They love me. Okay. I'm not going to say their name because I think they're still alive. Husband and wife team. They were the bottom tier of agents in Hollywood. You have 3 tiers of agents. You have ICM, CAA, and William Morris, or WME. They're the top dogs. They get all the big superstars that we all know. Okay. Then you have the middle agents, and then you have the lower agents. So I was at the top of the lower agents, my first agent. Hey, I was so excited. And I was with them for a year. And I got commercials from them, did well, got some voiceovers. They represented me in a couple of contracts. I sold some scripts that I had. But they never really sent me out on a lot of films. I wasn't getting a lot of film. This is way before the internet. This is the old school way of doing it, okay? So one day, you know, I'm really frustrated with them now towards the end of that year because I even got some theater from them. But I never got any films. Not a lot of film calls, right? I kind of got frustrated. So I walked in there one day, walked right past the receptionist, barged into his office, and he's looking out the window. It's like on a 10th or 15th story near Universal Studios. He's looking out the window with his feet up on the window banister, right? Looking out with a script in his hand and his dark sunglasses on. And I said, I'm just going to say Mr. Smith. I said, Mr. Smith, Jesse T here. I'm a brash, 23-year-old. So I go in there and I say, I'm pissed off. And I don't have much time because I got to be on the air at K-Day here at 3 o'clock. So I got a few minutes here and I'm on my way, but I had to stop off. How come you're not getting me any film roles? He swoops his swivel chair around and looks at me, straight at me, right? And he has his script. And he goes, I was just thinking about you with this script. He hands me the script. So I take really? Oh, wow. All right. I should have done this more often. So I take the script. I go on his couch and I sit down. His wife comes in, Mrs. Smith. And she, hi, Jesse. I saw you barged just running. I said, hey, can't help but being me, Jesse T. What can I tell you, right? And so I'm reading the script and they're talking. I'm reading the script and I'm turning the page. Reading the script. And so I go like this. And I went, wait a minute. The script has a bunch of bumps on it. I went, wait a second. This is in Braille. So I go, Mr. Smith, this script's in Braille. You gave me the wrong script. This is Braille. This is for a blind guy. I'm not blind. You were probably going to give this to some blind guy. Where's my part in there? I can't. And he looks at me and he looks at me and he said, no. Oh, whoops, I gave you the wrong script. So he reaches over to his desk and he gives me the script and it has all the print in it, right? And all the words. And I went, I went, wait a second. Wait a second. I got a blind man's script in my hand here, Braille, and I have the regular script in print here. And I looked at the two scripts and I looked at him and I go, are you blind? He had these glasses, thick black glasses. Are you blind, man? I said, and Mrs. Smith goes, yeah, he's blind. I said, how long you been blind for? Did something happen? He's been blind his whole life. I said, whoa. I went, wait a second, just like that. That's exactly what I did. And I went, when I came in here a year and a half ago, and read for you. I did my monologue. I read a dramatic. I did a comedy. I did a skit for you. I told some jokes about yada yada. I looked good. I smelled good, right? And you gave me a contract, and I signed it, and the whole 9 yards. You were blind then? He goes, yeah. And I went, great. Jesse T's first adult agent in Hollywood was friggin' blind. Can you believe it? I had a blind friggin' agent. Oh, is that a description or a testament to my talent? Is that what that was? That I could only get a blind agent to represent me? Oh my Lord. And that's the truth. Look it. Don't be in a rush. Take your time. Find the right person for you. Just don't take anything that comes your way. Think about it. Saying hi to Frank and Penny, Paul Nolan, who I went to school with. Hey, Paul. Jesse T Show. 20 things that are going to make you a millionaire. And then it'll make you a billionaire. You do these 20 things. We're on number 8. I'm moving to number 9 right now. You do these things. These are what millionaires do. Number 9, solve difficult gratitude problems. Okay? If you can find a diamond in the mud, you're going to end up with a lot of diamonds in life. So go where no one else goes and solve those problems. Be a solution-minded person. Solve the problems because there are more problems than there are diamonds. Okay? So if you can convert problems into diamonds, you're going where nowhere else will go because it's too hard. Number 10, Warren Buffett's 5 and 25 rule. Everybody knows this. Make a list of 25 things you want to do in your life right now. Do it tonight. Now is the time to do it. And put the top 5. And never think about the other 20 ever again. The top 25 things and the top 5 you do. Never think about the other 20 again. I'll say, well, take time away from the 5 most important things to you. That's right. They will take time away. 5 things. Put 25 down. The ones that are number 5, stay with those. Get rid of the other. Don't waste time on things that are wasting your time. Number 11, write down 10 ideas a day. Even if you got to make them up, write them down. This actually turns into a superpower because it connects the synaptic nerves in your brain. It finds new neural pathways, and let me tell you, you do this 6 months straight and see what happens. Actually turns into superpower, man. Write 10 things down a day, every day. I don't care if you make them up. You want to learn how to ride a dirt bike? You want to learn how to fix dirt bikes? Write down, I want to learn how to fix dirt bikes. 10 ideas a day. 10 ideas a day, as wild as they may be. Write them down. Follow up, man. This is the big one. I have a problem. Everybody has a problem with following up. I got to follow up all the time because that's my business. Sometimes I go, God, sure, I don't want to follow up. God, I got to follow up. I don't want to call this person. Oh, my God. They didn't return my call. They didn't return my letters. And, Jesus, what am I going to say to them? I don't want to follow up. Oh, my goodness. Right? You've had that. Put it off. Don't put it off. Follow up. If you don't follow up, don't be shy. That's a bad habit. Don't be lazy. That's a bad habit. It's easy to be lazy and hazy and crazy, baby. But be active and proactive. Follow up. Send an email the next day with an idea on the next step of what you want them to do for you and what is expected. Got to do this. Ask questions. There are more questions than answers. Opportunities are buried in the questions. Facts can be outsourced. God gave you 2 ears, 2 eyes, and a mouth. He gave you 2 of everything and 1 mouth. Shut up. Listen. Watch. Then ask questions. Shut up. Listen. Watch. Then ask questions. Okay? You're going to find your answers. Okay? Number 14, 1% a day. Whatever you want to get better at, do 1% more each day. 1% a day compounds just like a penny. It compounds to 3,800% a year. You win. 1% a day. 1% a day better than what you did yesterday. 1% a day better than you did yesterday. Just 1% a day. 1% a day. That's all you got to do to play the game of life and win 1% a day. Right now. Do it right now. Right now. Right this second. Regret is the worst thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about yesterday. Forget about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? Don't give up and steal the energy for your future worrying about yesterday. Focus right now. Do it right now. Man, there's tons of things. I got tons of things I'm doing. Tons of opportunity. I do it right now. Right now. Even if I don't want to do it, I do it. Because that's when you succeed. When you don't want to do something and you do it, that's when you get it because you don't want to do it. And the universe rewards you that way because God wants you to be successful, but he only wants you to be successful if you do what it takes. You got to take an action towards being successful. And you got to do it right now, not tomorrow, not the next day. Do it right now, right now, right now, and you will have what you want sooner than you think. Not as fast as you want, but it will come. Don't rush. Just do it right now. Sleep. You got to sleep, man. You got to regenerate those brain cells. Get at least 6 to 7 hours sleep a day. You got to. I don't care what anybody tells you. You got to. It regenerates the brain cells. Have sweet dreams. Listen to some calm waves, some thunderstorms before you go to bed. 17. Every day avoid death. Don't be stupid. Don't do stuff that puts you in jeopardy. What's wrong with you? Why do you take your motorcycle and drive up an Angeles Crest Highway 100 miles an hour, leaning over as far as you can because you get a thrill out of it? What are you, stupid? That's what they used to say out of Pacoima, man. The Chicanas and the Chicanos. Ole pues, are you stupid? Don't be so stupid. You can't get rich when you're dead. You can't get rich when you're in a hospital bed or you're in the grave. Get up. Do some exercise every day. Eat well. Drink right water. Do not toxify your body. Take your vitamins. Pray to God. Sleep well. Have some sex. It's a part of life. Avoid death. 18. Do one thing every day that you loved to do when you were a kid. This is the fuel that will power your life. Think back when you were a kid, carefree, when you were 10, 11 years old. Do one thing every day that you did when you were a kid. You know what that was. Do it. It don't matter what anybody thinks, says, just do it. That's the fuel that will rocket you into superstardom in what you do. Number 19. Give yourself permission to be wrong. Give yourself permission to be wrong sometimes. It's all right. Be accountable, responsible, reliable, honorable, ethical, have morality. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. Do right. Change wrong to right. Be the shining star in the night. Give yourself permission sometimes to be wrong. And number 20. This is the masterpiece. Every day in every way, I want you to get better and better and better. Hey! Every day, in every way, I want you to get better and better. Yay! 20 things that will make you a millionaire. 20 things that if you do these 20 things, you will forever have a life-changing experience. This I promise. Or my name isn't Jesse T. That's one of the things I loved to do when I was a kid. I just loved to dance to rhythmic music, baby. The Jesse T Show, Monday through Friday, right here at www.jessetorrero.com. Go to our website. That's where you can check out KTNT Radio and TV Network. That's the place to go. Sign up for free subscription, free membership. Get involved. Help us out. Help us fight the bad guys too. Coalition Against Human Trafficking. Thanking our sponsors, Win Real Estate and Loans at 800-684-8699. I got the number down finally. Also thanking Project Tapestry Network. They funnel money to the Coalition Against Human Trafficking. They're one of our sponsors. It's the Jesse T Show right here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tomorrow, we're going to be out at the Chinese Theater, Dan the Man and I, for the Jesse T Show. The Brown Beauty is off duty. See ya! Head to our podcast now.